Have you ever done something you knew was completely wrong, but your brain instantly found an excuse to make it feel right? You are not alone, and you are not weak. Your brain was literally designed to do this. It is called cognitive dissonance, and today I am going to show you exactly how this internal war is being used against you by people who understand it better than you do. Here is the simplest way to understand it. Remember Aesop's fable of the fox and the grapes? The fox tries to reach some grapes, jumps repeatedly, fails completely, and walks away saying they were probably sour anyway. That is not a children's story. That is your brain. Every single day, when humans cannot achieve what they want, instead of accepting failure, they rewrite their desires. Your brain would rather lie to you than let your ego experience pain. It is a built-in defense mechanism, and it keeps millions of people permanently blind. But here is where it gets dark. Manipulators actively look for this gap. They do not start with a big request. They start with something tiny, a small compromise, a minor ethical bend, a little white lie. And the moment you do it, dissonance kicks in. Your brain needs to reconcile what you did with who you are. So it begins rationalizing. It wasn't that bad. I did it for a good reason. Everyone does this. And that rationalization opens the door to something worse. Because now you have already justified the small wrong. The next step is easier, and the one after that even easier. This is how good people end up doing terrible things. Not through force, through their own mind's need for consistency. Now here is how corporations do the exact same thing. You buy an expensive course or product. It turns out to be completely useless. But instead of admitting you were deceived, your brain goes to work immediately. At least I learned something. The networking was worth it. It built my discipline. They did not just sell you a bad product. They let your own dissonance sell it to you again and again. This is not accident. It is engineered. So how do you break free? You do something most people find genuinely painful. You embrace being wrong. When your actions do not match your goals, do not change your goals. Change your actions. When you catch yourself making excuses for a toxic person, stop. Ask one question. Am I doing this because it is true? Or because admitting the truth is too uncomfortable? The 1% who build real things are not smarter than everyone else. They are simply more willing to face the brutal facts about themselves. Intellectual honesty is not natural. It is a discipline, and it is the most powerful weapon against manipulation that exists, because you cannot gaslight someone who refuses to lie to themselves. Type truth in the comments if you are ready to stop lying to yourself.